it came from Marissa and not you.
No, I'm glad she took the hit on that one. That's the feel. Man, that is so cool.
Compared to other mountains, the 50-mile-long Teton Range is small in scale. It's the emotional impact of the Tetons that makes them grand.
More iconic spots in the Tetons.
Honey, we're breaking our rules.
If you had to use an outhouse.
That's the one I'd pick.
He doesn't like moose.
What is it? What is it?
Get it. We're going back to our roots.
We're gonna try to catch it while the light's still good. Time to move.
Look at that. That's a tongue twister.
A tongue twister. Oh my gosh.
All right, this is gonna be Donuts and Sunrise Teton edition. We are heading down to Schwabacher Landing for the sunrise. What's cool about Schwabacher is it's almost an always placid surface, so you can get the reflection shot of the Tetons, you know, as the sun hits it. It's beautiful. Donuts and Sunrise. Here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
For Schwabacher?
Honey, we're breaking our rules. That's
30.
really cold.
That's freezing in the Fahrenheit world.
It's so cold.
It is so foggy, but I don't know where this fog ends and if we're going to see the Tetons or not at Schwabacher. Okay, so false alarm.
Thank God.
We were stuck in the fog for a second and I was like, no! All right, we can see the Tetons.
That's all that matters. I was like, if we got Nathan and Marissa up for another fogged out sunrise, Marissa will never forget us.
No, yeah. She's not a fan of the sunrises.
Well, especially if like there's no experience to be had. And after Cadillac Mountain, I didn't know if we were ever going to get her to another sunrise again because we couldn't see each other.
This is what we should be seeing. This is the fog gonna clear. We're supposed to be looking at cool things right now, but we're looking at white.
What?
We're looking at nothing.
And there's 4 people in this picture right now.
Yes.
That's the weather that kid got lost on.
Oh, I'm sorry guys. What a bummer.
Marissa, you mad at me?
Second sunrise.
Marissa's like, I hate Corey.
This is why I don't do sunrises.
What do you think? Is this a popular spot or what?
There's a lot more people here than there were the last time we did sunrise.
It's 32 degrees up.
I know. I thought there'd be way less.
No, everybody loves it.
I'm cold.
I know, buddy.
I'm cold.
Get up this morning.
He is not an early bird.
It's all right, Bubby.
So everyone congregates at the beginning of Schwabacher's, but if you keep walking, there are different parts on the river where the reflection changes. So keep walking, it gets better. It doesn't get more incredible than this. It really doesn't.
So I was trying to figure out why it was called Schwabacher, and it's not as interesting as you think.
Oh yeah?
It's just named after a German settler here.
All right. I think that's pretty interesting. Can you imagine being a settler here for the first time? Like, just being like, we're gonna build our house here.
So they did it because of the calmness of the water here. They used it as a boat launch. So
cool.
That's why it's Schwabacher's Landing.
Very cool. So the trick is, go past the crowds, just a little ways.
Oh yeah,
You'll
to get
have
to
a
this
quiet
point,
spot.
yeah.
It's beautiful.
And there should be moose here, but I don't know, someone didn't make the right calls this morning, so maybe next time.
Nathan doesn't believe there's any animals in Grand Tetons.
We're heading to Mormon Row next. That's where the TA Molten barn is. It's a famous, probably one of the most photographed barns in the world. So
Oh, it's so beautiful.
because it has this as the backdrop.
I know.
It's amazing.
Stunning. And it's amazing at any time of day, but like sunrise and sunset are both epic there.
These ducks are really, they're showing off right now. She's got that fog zoomed in.
It's ice.
Yeah, that's definitely ice. Do you know what that means, Hensley?
What?
We're in the wrong spot.
Yeah. We're way too forward. Time to move.
Look at that. Someone's gonna think a bear came over here. All right, see ya. All right, are you ready for location number 2? More iconic spots in the Tetons.
We gotta try to catch it while the light's still good. Oh my gosh, that view never gets old.
So we were leaving there. I don't know if there were ducks or goslings. Is that a good word? That's a good word, right?
I think it's a great word. I like it when you say gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
That's where you went
Marissa,
with that?
I said, Marissa, what do you think those are, ducks or goslings? And she goes, well, I like Ryan Gosling, so I'm gonna go with goslings.
Awesome.
Solid.
That's awesome.
But it's so...
I'm glad it came from Marissa and not you.
No, I'm glad she took the hit on that one. So, that place is just amazing. We hiked into the woods. It worked out last time we were here that was a good spot. There wasn't a lot of people, and then by the time we walked back, everybody had left like the actual landing area.
Yep.
So you can actually enjoy it without 10 trillion people.
Yeah.
Katie was saying that she went back there while we were taking photos, and just like in Mesa Arch and Canyonlands,
Yep.
there's always somebody that decides they should be able to just go in front of the line of photographers, and that's fine. You can do whatever you want. Go in front of people, but then after you get your shot, probably move instead of just hanging out there.
And we say this about everything. Just be friendly about stuff.
Yeah.
Don't go in there like, I can do whatever I want. You know, like, can I just grab a shot really quick, take your picture, and
Yeah.
leave? But apparently there were 6 photographers like that had been set up there
Clearly
for a long
in line
time.
with tripods.
Yes.
And yes, they do get in the way sometimes too.
Yes.
But they've been there
But
since
they got there early.
5 o'clock this morning.
Apparently this woman walked in front of all 6 of them with her cell phone and just stood there for forever.
Yeah.
I'm sad we missed it because people watching during
I'm not,
those scenarios is
because I
hilarious.
enjoyed my morning.
That's true. No, I just mean I think it's funny.
Oh,
We were drinking our coffee and eating our donuts at Mesa Arch just watching the show.
I'm gonna get into that in a second. This dude is yelling at this lady because she's literally like just walked in front of everybody and plopped herself down.
Silence, please. Sunrise drama in national parks. You got up here just in time.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, when you walk back, there's nobody there.
I know.
And we could really enjoy it. Fog was rolling in. Goslings were in the
Stunning.
water.
Stunning.
Oh yeah, she used your word. She goes, stunning. She says, I'm sorry, that's Jesse's word.
Really? I didn't realize it was mine. I'll take it.
No, your word's bizarre.
I do say bizarre
No,
a lot.
this
but
is your word.
My
This
adjective.
is what you say all the time. We come up to something and you don't say stunning, you don't say beautiful, you go, what?
I do that a lot.
What?
That is my honest reaction. I'm amazed by so many
What?
things.
In question form.
That's
And amazement.
changed over the years, but it used to be neat. Like, that's the
Neat.
whole
Daddy used to
This
say
is so
neat.
neat. Yeah.
So
I don't say that anymore.
Say cool. I mean, you say it, but like,
I'm a child of the 80s.
Can we talk about the fact that we did accidentally bring our RV down here once?
What a dumb idea.
got out though.
We
Still have
did.
the same RV this day.
Okay, so Mormon Row. It's right over here. We're almost there.
I don't wanna feel like wishful thinking. Pick myself up and move to the beat of my heart and my soul. Sing a song for the dreamer.
Everybody, jump in.
Look at this one top.
Did you find the raspberry surprise inside? Let me see.
It's white surprise. It's sugar.
Good job. Hens, which one are you gonna pick first? What's your first choice? Your bird. Which
That's
one?
tricky.
It's tricky.
You better pick your dad's.
Don't you feel pressure from your daddy?
I don't think you can go wrong. It's chocolate. That's like chocolate on chocolate there.
Oh,
This is our biggest group ever for Sunrise and Donuts. And the best spread, I mean the store-bought, but look at them all.
I know, we have a lot of donuts
What'd you
going
buy?
on.
You bought churros, right?
Yeah. He would. Did you hear the negativity in that voice?
Somebody's got to be different. Hey,
I do donuts and Sunrise.
I think there's one missing. Somebody ate.
Paul said throw him a churro in his mouth.
I'm gonna try. All right,
Did you say churro?
Give me a churro.
Okay, hold on.
Let's see, what do you think, Dad?
Oh, I'm not good at this. So he's gonna throw it at him.
Tastes like a donut.
Okay.
I thought he was gonna try to catch it in his
Those
mouth.
are good.
They look good.
They actually are really
Maybe we should
good.
do powder
Oh.
so it goes.
Yeah, exactly. Like JJ. JJ's really
Thank you,
enjoying the
thank you.
powder. Teamwork. Teamwork.
That's why we travel with real photographers.
I'm just glad it's on.
We should make sure it's recording.
It's a GoPro.
Never always young, forever young, forever young, forever young, forever and ever always young.
All right, so we just left the TA Molten Barn, and now we're over here, which is over here. All right, hun.
Maybe the outhouse is
If you had to use an outhouse,
That's the one I'd pick.
that's the one you'd want to use.
Yep, right there.
What a glorious walk.
You know the only thing they did wrong? The little window in the front should be facing the Tetons.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely should. Look at that. Was it open?
They screwed it shut.
They screwed it shut.
Look, it probably wasn't that long ago people were still using this though. Look at that.
They were living in the 50s. Go into the angle. Probably somebody looking up at it now.
By the mid-1880s, Euro-Americans had permanently settled in Jackson Hole, using the Homestead Act to claim their land.
All right, so this is the John Molten Barn. We're on Mormon Row. And an interesting thing about Jackson Hole in particular is this is one of the last places to get settled in the West. So they enacted the Homestead Act in 1862-ish, and people didn't start settling here until the 1880s. They formed different kind of homesteads versus other people. They were more clustered. They were more community-based. And
Whereas like other homesteaders, like they were by themselves in the middle of nowhere.
And one of the reasons why nobody settled here last was just because it's a harsh climate. We're at 7,000 feet, but they figured it out. They have this incredible row of irrigation. You can still see it from Google Earth right now. You can just see how organized they were. The grid, it's perfect, and they hand dug it, which is crazy.
It's insane. And there's still water that flows through some of them as they come through here still. It's unbelievable.
It really is. This whole area, Jackson Hole, they realized it was easier to have a dude ranch than to actually farm. So it was more profitable with tourism. So many farms transferred over to dude ranches, and that's how they made their money. So another cool thing about this was how all this land was acquired. And I think I've touched on it before, but John D. Rockefeller visited here in 1926 with Horace Albright. And he just fell in love with this area and he wanted to protect it. It became a national park in 1929, but it was just like the foothills, like Jenny Lake, in the mountains themselves. None of this valley was actually part of the national park. So John D. Rockefeller started buying up land under the Snake River Land Company. So nobody knew it was him buying up all the land. So he started in 1926. The U.S. did not take it over until 1949.
Isn't that crazy?
And incorporated it into the national park. So he finally called and he said, I'm going to sell this land. And they were like, so they took it.
Because for a long time they didn't want it.
He was bluffing.
Right?
Yeah. No, they didn't want it.
He had offered many times before and they didn't want it.
So you can see all of this stuff actually really well laid out. Not my version of it. If you watch Ken Burns National Park, so it's labeled America's Greatest Idea because it is America's greatest idea. But it's just funny that he bluffed and they finally took it over. One of the reasons they didn't want to take it over because there was a lot of controversy about changing this land into you know, they called it a museum back then. But by the 40s, it was all about tourism. It wasn't so much about cattle ranchers and grazing rights.
Right.
So that's when they finally agreed to take it over.
And now today we're so glad that those men took the time to separate all of this for
Oh, yeah.
us. Because I mean, imagine what this would be like.
This valley would be, you know, a city or a town. There'd be power lines everywhere. Unbelievable. The Mormons came here in, like we said, the late 1800s, and they were here all the way until the 50s. So not that long ago.
It's really crazy to see these really, really old barns with electrical outlets sticking out of them because electricity did come and they ended up like wiring everything. It's unbelievable.
I love the history.
Hensley, you're the cool one.
With the river takes far away from home. Time to ponder in the fields around me, where there's nothing but the breeze and the great unknown. Leave your worries and your suitcase. All you don't need, nothing but you.
That looked like our flooring in our old room.
That's probably just the bedroom in there.
I mean, have you actually visited a national park if you have not taken the sign photo?
I don't think so.
Look at you. Look, he's not gonna selfie it up. We're gonna do real one.
Yeah, everybody can go wherever, yeah.
Oh, are we doing everybody? Right?
Everybody, yeah. All right.
I'm really hoping that Nathan's time lapse captured Corey running back and forth multiple times because that was really funny.
We're going back to our roots. We used to never do the selfie thing. It's so convenient.
Yeah.
But these shots are way better.
Yeah. I like going back to our photo roots. I'm getting tired of selfies.
Yeah, well, I've been looking through old photos and I'm like, oh, that was a good shot.
Because we took the time to actually set it up.
Set the tripod up. GoPro take a photo, just makes it so easy. All right, the next stop on this epic Teton tour.
Say that 10 times fast.
Say that 10 times fast, yeah. I couldn't do the other one. I'm not even going to try it. All right, so we're going to the visitor center. I really like this visitor center. It's pretty
beautiful.
awesome.
Kind of whatever you said before, you got to do Terrific Teton Tour.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That'll
what
make
did I
it
say? Epic Teton Tour?
Yeah, epic.
Lily's version is a Terrific Teton Tour.
Come on.
T for the 3 T's.
Today, Junior.
So the Tetons, I don't know, there's so many different ways people say they got the name. So they say the name got created in like the mid 1800s when some French explorers came here and they saw the 3 peaks from off in the distance and called them the 3 Tetons or the
3 something else that we're not going to say on YouTube.
Yeah, so the 3 Tetons, your best guess is probably right.
It's a family channel.
All right, we're going to the visitor center on this Terrific Teton Tour.
Oh my word.
I don't fold my toe mirrors in. So this is the visitor center. In the background over here, you can see those big windows. They just look out over the Tetons. So this is Moose Junction area. I should probably know, but it's right by Dornan's where we got pizza last night, where we got pizza twice actually, because the pizza's really good there.
That's how good it is.
Dornan's is a good stop, but just down over the hill from Dornan's is a river crossing, and it's the Menor brothers that showed up in the late 1800s, and they operated the only ferry up until 1927. That was the only way to get across the Snake River. I just think that's fascinating. That
it was a pretty ingenious idea because one brother bought across the river and then the other brother was on this side, and so you had to use their ferry to get across.
It was the only way until 1927 when the bridge we just went across, or a version of it, was built. And that was for the national park, which arrived in officially in 1929. But let's go check out this visitor center.
Oh, look. Oh.
He doesn't like moose.
What is it? What is it?
Get it.
It wasn't a deer. It's not a deer.
What is that? It's a horse.
No, it wasn't. It's a moose. Corey, it wasn't. It's a moose.
I know, I was just joking. It's not a deer.
You did good job.
You know.
Shimmery's not dead.
Oh my God.
Grand Teton National Park lies at the heart of an 18 million acre expanse called the Greater Yellowstone Ecosystem. As you travel through this wild and spacious country, the Teton Range is ever present. Imposing craggy peaks provoke a sense of timeless majesty.
Okay, so this is where we're camped. That's where we bought donuts. That's where we hiked Jenny Lake yesterday. That is Schwabacher. That's Mormon Row, and we're over there now. And then Jackson's over here, so we'll be going over there later. Oh, one more. So Roland, the first campground we were in, is right behind Blacktail Butte, which is a perfect location for you not to be able to see the Tetons.
How do you really feel, babe?
Movie time. Look at these doors.
I know. Huge. Crazy. They're really soundproofing it for us. Thank you very much.
No problem. This is definitely the nicest visitor center auditorium.
Yeah, I think so. Come on, JJ.
Okay, we'll be right here.
I'll sit here.
JJ, I'm gonna sit here, okay?
It's the emotional impact of the Tetons that makes them grand. Because they lack foothills, the mountains appear to rise straight up out of the lakes at their base. As challenging as this landscape was for trappers and homesteaders, the creation of Grand Teton National Park was a hard-won battle that lasted over 50 years.
In 1927, Horace Albright, superintendent in Yellowstone National Park, came down here with a great friend of his, John D. Rockefeller Jr. The Teton landscape captured Rockefeller's heart, and he was committed to protecting this place.
This is a good visitor center. Yeah, come on.
Wow. Yeah.
Love that visitor center. Our Terrific Teton Tour is taking a break right now. We are going to Jackson, and we're taking care of
The
business.
things we didn't take care of yesterday.
Filling propane, grocery shopping, laundry. That's what we're doing right now.
So we can get to the getaway and sit and be done.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
We're picking up the Teton Tour probably later. We might go for an evening drive, see if we can find some wildlife, but
That'd be
for right now,
awesome.
Teton Tour is on pause.
Fur traders traveled extensively throughout northwest Wyoming during the early 1800s and probably entered Jackson Hole in search of beaver pelts and trade agreements with Indian tribes. Trappers typically called valleys ringed by mountains holes. So fur trader William Sublette dubbed this valley Jackson's Hole after his partner David E. Jackson.
Okay, so our friend the photographer wrote to us today saying that there were some grizzly sightings, so we are out at Spread Creek and trying to see if we can find them. There's people out here, so I'm guessing that they're still in the area. We have a moss with us as well.
What's up?
What's up? It's like all these old log cabins we find. They've actually shrunk down into the ground as the base layer just gets absorbed back into the earth.
Yeah, remember the one that we saw at the ranch?
Yeah. So I'm guessing, yeah, this was probably 2-3 feet taller, you know, when they were using it. Yeah, this is really neat. So this is the Cunningham cabin, and they used this for about 10 years as they built their main house. So this turned into a smithy afterwards. But can you imagine this, like the work that was done in here?
Oh yeah.
You know.
I know. Come in here.
I think it's awesome.
Can you imagine like washing your dishes and like having that as your view?
Man, yeah. And they did. They were able to wash dishes because right there, like literally 20 feet over there, is this perfect little brook or creek. The creek. Unbelievable. I gotta do that again. Look at this view. Man, that is so cool. We didn't see any bear, but
nope, apparently
we hadn't seen this before.
We had not seen this before.
Look at these mega thistles. Thistles, though. I had to look it up. I knew it was a thistle, but I looked it up. It's a musk thistle. So that's that Seek app I keep talking about. You just take a picture of it and it tells you exactly what it is.
They're so cool.
I love it. I always got questions, and if something's got answers,
It's not OSHA approved. Nice. Okay, I like it. Time for a fire. Last night.
Night falls, silhouetting the serrated Teton skyline. The same night sky seen by our ancestors, not yet diminished by city lights. A constant reminder that like other wild places on this planet, Grand Teton National Park must not be taken for granted. We must each do our part to protect, preserve, and cherish this extraordinary place.
I don't think I've ever been on my RV roof in frost. I'm gonna slip and die. Oh my gosh. It's been the most perfect spot to capture this though. What an unbelievable view. We are leaving this morning, so our terrific Teton adventure is coming to a close for now. We did a 40-point tour. We did a 40-point tour.
Oh my god.
40.1.
Can't see anything.
Nope.
Jeez. I think that happened last time.
It
coming
did.
Up here. I did a 40-point tour. Can anybody say that?
That's a bad spot to
40-point
turn.
turn.
Okay. Lily, say what we did.
We did a 40-point turn. 40-point turn. 40-point.
That's a tongue twister.
A tongue twister.
Oh my gosh.